Alright. Hello. Wait, what? Bro, aren't you meant to be looking after Haruka? What are you doing? So I gave a reminder. Thank you. Bro, you're meant to be looking after Haruka. I left Haruka with you. Buddy, Date, what are you doing here? Hi, nice to see you. I'm glad I get another sub-story with you. You're one of my favorite characters in the series. Which is weird because, well, I guess he's not a cop anymore, so... You know, that's why he's a good cop. That's why he's a good character, and that's why he's a good cop. Because he quit being one. But still. Getting Haruka a designer handbag? Sounds like someone's asking for a tiger dropping. Date-san, what are you doing here? Oh, Kiryu! I'm, just here on an errand. Errand? What happened to watching Haruka? Oh, I told her I was going shopping. She's over at Serena right now, so I really should be heading back. I guess he's not leaving her alone. The mama of the bar is still there. So I guess Haruka's not alone, and also, if there's any teenage girl that I can trust in the world to be alone in a place filled with alcohol and dangerous city streets outside, it's Haruka. So, fair. But still, what are you doing here, buddy? Well, are you going inside or not? Just staring at the window won't help. I mean, if you want to, like, break open the glass and steal stuff, like, I'm down. And I'm just shocked that that's what you'd be in for. Sorry, I'm just getting really distracted by the condensed milk latte. No, I was just window shopping. That's all. They don't sell windows here. They sell handbags. It's Lamarck. What are you doing, buddy? Something, first meeting, meeting with Haruka. When was the first time that Dante met Haruka? I actually don't remember. I don't remember that. Or are you talking about when we met Haruka underneath a bar with a gun? I think you might be referring to that. Look, she wasn't alone in there. There was dead bodies. That's fine. It doesn't actually matter who did it. This guy said he did, so who cares, case closed. And Date said, no, fuck you. Date would get along with Phoenix, right? I can make Phoenix Wright references in my other LPs now because I'm now playing the games. Oh, goodness. Yakuza bullshit. Who gives a shit? It's wacky shenanigans. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, no, I forgot that is how Date, like, got to know us originally. He doubted that we were the ones who killed Dojima. I forgot that's how this started. You sure about that? Looks to me you came here to buy someone a gift.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't really know what to get. He's absolutely buying something for the mama of Serena. Absolutely who is buying it for. Who's it for? Kiryu put one and one together. I don't even need you to add it up to... I don't even need you to be able to count to 4 for this one, Kiryu. You swear not to laugh? Yeah. Unless he does say Haruka, in which case I'm tiger dropping him through this window. It's for Mama. You know. The owner of Serena. Is that her actual name and it just happens that her name is Mama and she's also the mama of a bar? Or do you not know her name yet? I am physically incapable of laughing. Hey, that's not true! He gives one chuckle whenever he sees Majima do some bullshit. Other than that, no. He also sometimes says heh, but he says it out loud, so I don't know if it counts as laughing. Ah, you do have a thing for her. I was right after all. What do you mean you were right? How about you get right out of my business? Date, look. We all know that you exude divorced dad energy. We all know this. We all know this. Please tell me that the name of this sub-story is hashtag second chances. I could, but I find that your business with Llama is way more interesting. I hear you. Really gonna buy her... Can I shame this? Oh, I just saved. Who cares? Really gonna buy her a present? She was called Mariko in the original Yakuza 3 localization, but they just made that up. She doesn't have an actual name, so to be sure, it can just be Mama. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. So in Yakuza 3 original in Japan, she didn't have a name. They localized it, gave her a name, and then when... well, she doesn't actually... isn't given one. So let's just go back to not having a name. Interesting. Oh, I get it. Why would a beautiful young woman go out with a lonely old fart like me, right? I was just pulling your leg. You know I stand behind you. Yeah, stand behind me while I crash and burn. Well, at least I got that off my chest. Now let's just get this over with. I suppose they just thought that having Mama as so would be a bit weird or something. Okay. Okay. I mean, like, they just, if you've played Yakuza games, like, there's been other mamas of other bars that they refer to as Mama. Reina, Akko, like, they already do that. I forget, Akko's not the dead name, right? Because I don't want to just constantly refer to her as Earth Angel Mama. Considering we know her name, but I keep forgetting whether Akko's her dead name or not. Like, which makes me feel bad. Can't change this one? Nice. Damn, we went all this effort to make a shame emote, and then I got to like the end of the game where there's hardly any sub stories that I can shame because they're all like more story focused. Oh. Do you know Mama's ring size? Another trick of the trade. I told Mama I was getting a ring for my daughter, but I had to slip the question in there. She never suspected a thing. Right, Sayachan must be a young adult now. But Date-san, I never knew you were such a sly devil. The last time we saw her, Akko is the not dead name. Yay! Yay, I got it right. Still fucked up how, like, they constantly dead named her. Like, after you find out. That's fucked up. Damn you Yakuza games and your, like, weirdly mixed treatment of trans people. I mean, we're currently playing Yakuza 3, the game that's good. The game that's been good at that. It's brought up Earth Angel Mama. It's brought up Akko before, and it's been totally fine with it. And we literally had an entire side story about it. That was like 100% cool about it. Like there was not a single problem with it. That like, and stuff like that. Some like stiltedness, but also like the way that she was describing gender to Kiri was like, I've literally had that conversation with cis people before, and you do have to describe it in those very specific technical terms or they just don't fucking get it. So it's also very accurate. Last time we saw Sayachan, was she with her shitty boyfriends? Or am I thinking of the florist's kid? Everyone has shitty kids. She's emulating Kiri, an old dude who's trying his best for the queer community, but sometimes fucks up. Yeah, I mean, fair. Fair. Like, Kiri's a conservative individual. We know this. He just also wants to be a good person. Conservative in, like, the literal sense of, like, old-fashioned stuff, not, like, political alignment kind of thing. Like, conservative in that sense. He's conservative with a little bit, like, to it. Like, you can see his shoes are way fancier than the rest of his suit. Which is an old-fashioned, understated suit that is an icon because he's the one wearing it, kind of thing. You have to be if you want to live to be my age. Are you older than us, Date? I guess he would be. I'm sure you gained a lot of wisdom from your previous marriage, too. By the way, was it you who helped Mama get settled into Serena? Yeah. After what happened to Reina, no one would rent the property. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, I'll take... I will take the fact that someone has finally said Reina's goddamn fucking name. I will take the fact that someone has finally said Reina's goddamn fucking name. I feel like we went the entirety of this game beforehand and Yakuza 2 without it being mentioned once. I'll fucking take that someone finally mentioned her name, Jesus Christ. Kiryu's open to new ideas and ways of life, but he never tried them himself. He did voice a BL, like, game, though. He did do this. He did do this, and he went pretty far with it. That is 45. Okay, he is older than us. Mama didn't mind that? Not one bit. Price had gotten so cheap, she was practically begging me for the details. I see. I gotta say, I've never seen a lady with that much spunk. She'd probably do well no matter where she set up shop. Is that what you like about her? Obviously. Maybe so. Would I really accept a ring from Date-san? Guess I'll find out once we're back at Serena. Hey! We don't get tag team heat moves in this, so we can't do the thing where, like, Date spins around someone and Kiryu fucking slam dunks him into the ground, can we? I think from memory, people were saying that there are tag team moves, but they're only in the Coliseum, so. Holy shit, Jeep, we're in the middle of Tokyo. I don't care if there's literal ghosts in there. This old fucking bar is probably cheaper than, like, the one-bedroom studio apartment that fucking Kaede got. So, yeah. I'll take that shit up in a fucking snatch. Oh, goodness. God, I love these games. God, I love these games so much. I've said it before that Yakuza is my favorite franchise at this point. None of the games are in my top 10. No, not even Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 would be in my top 10 if it didn't, if the problems that I had with it didn't exist. If Yakuza 0 was just the positives without the negatives, Yakuza 0 would probably be in my top 10. But it has the negatives, or it's not. But, Yakuza is my favorite franchise, and I'm pretty confident in saying that. One thing that, I really like about it, which doing the LP and stuff really helps, I've never known a franchise that rewards 100% players so much for playing through it all. If Yakuza 0 was a perfect game, I'd like it more. Okay, I mean the aggressive faults. If the side content for the real estate was more interesting. If it didn't have the weird fucking awful sex trafficking side thing. If it didn't have, the phone call stuff where, oh no, you witnessed the biggest horror of all, an ugly woman, I mean, if it got rid of, those elements. I'm not even asking for an improvement to the combat or any of that stuff. There's stuff in that game that I think is just weak, but not, perfect. But I mean just, the awful stuff. If, the awful stuff does drag it down enough that it's not in my top 10. More specifically, that's what I mean. But my point about liking Yakuza so much, I've never known a series that rewards players who 100% or play through the games and explore a lot of the games as much as Yakuza does. The amount of times, this is my 4th Yakuza game, right? The amount of times that we've gone through and sub-stories or just things you see around the town or just dialogue between characters references all different things in the past games, including side content in previous games, and that shit comes back. And it really is just ever-evolving cast of just the city itself and all of these people and all of these characters that you run into the city that just expand over time. You need to see more of it. And, it never feels... Dante, want to go to the hospital with me? I mean, it would help to save dying a lot. But it's really nice. It's really nice to see the game reward you so much for that shit. Because it goes to just so much effort. And again, it never feels okay, there are some moments where it feels fan servicey. Having the dragon style in Yakuza 0, that's fan service. That doesn't make any sense canonically or anything like that. Akimoto, if you miss sub-stories in 1 and 2, that's not the same. Exactly. Or, in one of the best moments in the entire fucking franchise so far, which I actually missed, and it was thanks to chat that I caught it, the fucking golden statues in the Cabaret Club in Kiwami 2. 2 fools, and the subsequent part of that is a fantastic fucking punchline that you have to finish so much content in Yakuza's. You have to finish the gigantic real estate and cabaret stuff, walk up to a random spot in that building and spend a shit ton of money, and a gold statue appears. And something that is that deep in the game, yeah, it's a major part of the game, the side stuff. And there'll probably be a fair few people who finish that, right? But, you have to finish all of that and buy the statue, which is a lot of money, in Yakuza 0. 2 games later in Yakuza Kiwami 2, get to the Cabaret Club again, finish the Cabaret Club again, then do a sub-story for Yuki. Bam, there's your fucking payoff for that bit. That's amazing. The fact that the games do that, and it's not even just once or twice. How fucking frequently do these games do this? How fucking often is there something that references a callback to a previous thing that doesn't feel fan-servicey and just feels like a natural evolution of the environment? Fucking seeing Mars fighters in this game. Seeing Dokimoto's clinic every time someone is hurt and we can't take them to the cops and stuff like that. Every time we run into Kazuki and Yuya and stuff like that. It's just, there's so many moments in these games that reward people who experience all the content in the game and then move on to the next one and experience all the content in that game. These games reward those players so fucking much. Even to like movesets and shit. Denshi's mentioned it before. In earlier Yakuza games, Kiryu needs to go through the process of learning from masters how to do these like ancient martial art techniques or these particular weapon things and stuff like that. And it comes around to the next game and he either needs a light refresher or he'll learn it, or he'll just get into the groove of it again and it's a normal level up thing. Like you get White Lotus stuff in this game without ever seeing Granny White. Because Granny White's already taught us that stuff and now it's just naturally part of Kiryu's moveset that he will learn and get reaccustomed to now that he is fighting consistently again, as opposed to looking after the kids for 2 years where he wasn't as consistent with his fighting. Like there is so much. There is so much, and only sometimes does it feel like it's done there explicitly for fan service, and other times it just feels like it's generally them just trying to make an expanding world of characters and like environments and people in it and stories and stuff like that. And it's really well done. It's really well done. Like Saya-chan was part of the main story for Date, yes, but I think there was also a sub-story about her in one of the games, or maybe I'm just confusing one of the many moments in Kiwami 2 where main story stuff felt like sub-story content. Which, to be fair, that happens in this game too, but only with the kids. Oh, is that right? You've been abroad this whole time. Yeah, somewhere real far. I only came back to Kamurocho because, well, let's just say I wanted to pay a special visit to a special someone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we have competition. Well, hello, boys. Nice of you to show up. If you're looking for Haruka-chan, she's in the back. A new customer? I haven't seen him around before. Yes, he says he's been overseas. Apparently there's someone in Kamurocho he came back to visit. Is everything alright? Oh, I was wondering if I could speak with you a moment. Why so formal all of a sudden? I'll take the check, Mama. Sure, hun. Thanks for stopping by.
Osaki. Oh.
Is this the informant from the previous games? Or is this a different dude? Or is this just a dude that Date's had personal beef with?
Mama.
Different dude, okay. I just don't remember what that dude looks like, or even his name. I just know it's not the dude that we've seen in the bar around here before. I know that's a different dude compared to before. Hey!
Mama?
もう伊達さんって冗談ばっかり。これさやちゃんに渡す指輪でしょ。
いや違うんだ。これはママに。
See, the thing is, he's like, they're not even dating and he's presenting it like it's a marriage proposal. That's the part where it's just like, that's a bit odd.
ママ、俺はずっと。
出てって。
え？
帰ってくれる？今日はもうお店を閉めるから。
いや、その。
伊達さん、ここまでお世話になっていて申し訳ないけど、二度とお店に来ないで。
え？
Oh, Jesus. That's a very, very strong rejection. Kiryu wondering and still get a refill. I mean... He just starts shaking his glass, just getting the eyes clinking. I never want to see you here again. What did I do to deserve that? I mean, again, if it was just a gift, sure. But he presented it like it was a proposal, and they're not dating. Date, you should know as much as anyone. Don't give rings to people who work at Serena. Oh, why'd you have to do everyone dirty like that? Come on. I assume Kiryu still has you. Does Kiryu still have Yumi's ring? I've forgotten what happened with her ring at the end of Yakuza 1. I assume Kiryu still has it though. I'm trying to think if we've seen it at any point since then. Don't worry, Date-san, it's probably nothing you did. You know, except for the marriage proposal. Other than that, I think it's fine. Aww. Date-san. I'd assume he has it too, it just hasn't come up. I was just trying to think, like, did he look at it fondly or anything, like, in one of the, like, flashback scenes in, Yakuza 2, when he was, like, having PTSD nightmares in his sleep? I don't know. You should probably call it a night. I'll see if I can talk to her for you. Thanks, Kiryu. I owe you one. Alright. Because this always goes well. Let's talk to a woman about why she won't date someone. Wasn't that a bit too harsh? Kiryu-san. I don't think a ring is specifically a marriage proposal in Japan, as the aforementioned ring for Yumi was just seen as a romantic gift and not a marriage thing. True. 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 I'm just thinking, like, the way he presented it, if, like, I know he's not on the one knee and everything like that, but in the West, it would very much be a case of, if someone handed you a ring like this, and it wasn't, like, a pre-done thing of just, like, here's, like, a thing or anything like that, if it was just out of the blue like that, people in the West would assume that is a marriage thing. But okay, but in Japan, it's not specifically as much. Okay. Okay. I mean, I have a ring and it's not a marriage ring. I don't wear it anymore because my fingers are too fat for it, which is very upsetting. But, like, I have a ring. I only wear it on this finger, though, which is not the marriage finger. But I'm too fat for it now. It makes me sad. Like, literally, it's just, like... I can get it down to there, but if I want to get it off, I have to, like, actually, like, wet it underneath so it can, like, slide off and off. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't know how to lose weight on your fingers, though. Do I just have to, like, do with, like, a really tough stress ball? I don't know. Kiryu-san. Dade-san was serious, you know. His heart was in that ring. Did I ever tell you I was married once? I mean, you didn't tell me. I assume Date knows. No. Well, it was a long time ago. So that means you're divorced? Be an anime and do weird finger motions all the time? I'll just do JoJo poses all day. And just how much you have to tense up your fingers for that. Lose all the way there and I can finally put my ring back on. Yeah. It's also, it's like, the main time I leave the house right now is for work. And it's a really dangerous ring to wear. If people haven't seen it before, has even mentioned it, it's the reversal ring from Dark Souls 3. Because obviously it is. But, like, because of the way that ring's designed, when it comes over to the top, it has, like, a section that points down that way and a section points that way. And it's, like, rounded at the edge there and there. So it means it's rounded there to something immediately coming in there. And, wow, does that get hooked on things really, really easily. Especially the things that open up for cash registers, to open up the notes. And then it comes down and it's a metal bar and you go to pull your finger out and you do that. And I'm worried I'm going to break my fucking finger one day from it. Also, the other time I would normally leave the house outside of, you know, pandemic times would be for concerts. And I go to concerts with metalheads who wear a bunch of bullshit on them. And if my ring connects with something hanging off someone's outfit, which is very, very likely, bonk, oop, I can break my finger again. So, it's a very difficult ring to wear. Do all men say no to finger motions? Like this thing? I can't move my fingers that fluidly to do... I can't be as evil as Xehanort doing that. I'm so fucking... I was caught up with Kingdom Hearts going into Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm just like, yeah, I caught up, and I did it all before Kingdom Hearts 3. And then since then, I've fallen so fucking far behind. There's, like, the rest of Union Grass, Melody of Memories, I haven't even beaten Limit Gun. I'm so fucking far behind on Kingdom Hearts. Look, as long as I catch up on all of it before the next major entry into the franchise, in another 7 years, I'll be fine. So that means you're divorced? No, that's not what happens at all. Oh, her partner died. Oh. Then, my husband, he died. If Date knew this, he fucked up. And I get what she said now. If Date knew this part, and still went through with it, the way that he did it, he fucked up. He was a police officer, you know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Really. Date-san was too, right? A detective? Yeah. Before he was just a journalist. Which, honestly, makes me... to me, it makes more sense for Date that he's a journalist. He basically acted as one for the cops, because he never did what the cops told him to do. He was literally on the run from them in Yakuza 2. I suppose I should fill you in. One day I was... Let's just say I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a robber took me hostage. Jesus. Is that Robert the fucking dude who came in? Jesus Christ. Really? How'd you make it out? It was my husband. He sacrificed his life for me. Look, I know Date-san left the force to be a journalist, but there's just something about him that makes me think of my husband. It's too much for me to handle. I mean... Like, yeah, he's not a cop anymore. He would absolutely do the same thing in that situation, though. He absolutely would. Maybe they might be similar in some way, but Date-san's his own man. I don't think you can just tell someone, get over your dead husband. This dude's different, though. Even so, I just can't erase that horrible memory. Every time I think about Date-san as a detective, images of what happened that day flash through my mind. And I just can't block them out. I mean, I get that. That's why I can't see him. Please tell him I'm sorry. I mean, I get that. Like, if she needs time to process that and be okay with that, then yeah, obviously. Maybe I should get in touch with Date-san. He's probably somewhere in the area. I'll take a look around. Okay. I'm gonna have one guess. Have you tried dating someone else and then having them move to America? Have you then gotten a text from that person just being like, wow, you fucked 10 people while I was gone? Good for you, champ. That's the weirdest. The fact that it's the first time that we got a text from Sayama in this game is, wow, Kiryu, you man slut. Good for you. Is so fucking funny. Damn, how'd I know? Damn, how'd I know? Hey, Kiryu, how'd it go with Mama? Well, kind of a tough situation. Her last husband was a cop. She says he died in the line of duty trying to save her when she got held hostage. And now he's just like, oh, fuck. She also said that being with somebody who came out of the force reminds her of that awful day. So she still got him on her mind, huh? Wait, you knew she was married? Yeah. Her husband, Kaisuke, was a cop under my jurisdiction. We got off pass during a particularly dangerous case. So he did know! Half expected him to be sitting on the swings. Oh, now you're just making me sad thinking of Rikyu again. How dare you. How dare you. We're going after a serial arms robber by the name of Tsukishima. Guy's a real scumbag. After we tracked him down, Kaisuke managed to corner Tsukishima. But then Mama walked by and that thug took her hostage. Held his gun right to her temple. We got the okay to shoot Tsukishima, but Kaisuke was too afraid he'd hit his wife. So he hesitated. And it cost him his life. I mean, this makes a lot more sense why Date, like, knows her before she moved into the bar and helped him and everything. Rick, yeah, and Kasha. Oh, yeah, because they were, like, literally sitting on the swings in memoriam of Kashiwagi. What a great memory of Kashiwagi. Just sitting on some swings in a children's park drinking beer. What a way to honor Kashiwagi's memory. I mean, this does explain, like, how they knew each other beforehand. So Date knew all of this and still disliked it? Okay. He really liked cold noodles. Turns out I didn't really know him that well, actually. Huh. Tsukishima took an opportunity to shoot first, and that was it. Kaisuke went down. It was over in the blink of an eye. Kaisuke did everything he could to protect Mom without pulling the trigger. Maybe that was all he could do, given the circumstances. Am I pronouncing that right? Or would it just be Kaisuke? I guess it would be Kaisuke, right? I think Kaisuke would be more accurate. If Kaisuke had shot... I'm just thinking Daisuke. I've seen the name Daisuke. And it's basically spelled the same, but it's DA at the start and everything. And all the other letters are the same. So I'm assuming it's Kaisuke. Kaisuke had shot, there was no guarantee he wouldn't hit his wife. And even if he could hit Tsukishima, he'd have to end it in one bullet. Otherwise, Mama would pay the price. That's a decision no one should have to make. I never could see Kaisuke taking another man's life. He always saw the best and even the worst of people. That's why he was a terrible cop. But his kindness ended up doing him in. Kaisuke. Japanese words are hard for English people who haven't studied any form of Japanese to say. Kisuke? That might be Kisuke, yeah. I am also, yeah, I am putting Kai is in a very Western sense of pronouncing that, okay. Japanese words are hard. For me. What happened to Tsukishima? Moment he shot, Kisuke. Kisuke? Kisuke? I don't know. Squad moved in and take him down. Long story short, Tsukushima got sent to the pen, and Mama, she survived, but she lost her other half. I've always felt responsible, since the killer was under my jurisdiction. So I've been looking after Mama ever since. And yeah, that explains how they know each other. Isekai? Really? What is a Yakuza game? If not Isekai for Western players to be in Japan? Fuck. No, sorry. Sorry. Terrible. 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 I regret saying that. I'm sorry. Fucking... You're allowed to punch me in the face for that one. Fucking Christ. Sorry I'm making these terrible bits over this, a very heartfelt moment here. I think I understand. Closing the door on you, was her way of closing the door on those painful memories of losing someone she loved. Maybe that can be fixed. Dante-san, does she know you were in charge of the case?
Ah.
Oh. No, and I'd like to keep it that way. She thinks Kisuke just happened to be at the scene. I see. Anyway, only thing I can do for Mom was set her up at Serena and show my face there every day. That was something like 9 years ago. At first I looked after her out of a sense of duty to a fallen comrade, but sooner or later I fell for her. Oh, so he died a while ago, and it just took a while to get Serena because, you know, it was currently being owned by people, and then no one bought it for a while afterwards. His favorite Isekai is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Isekai? I feel like I've possibly known this in the past and I have forgotten until you just reminded me. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's in the votes for what I might play next year. I doubt it will win anything. But I'll do it at some point. Ah, it's Isekai. No, I do think I remember this. Because you turn into a Pokemon. No, I am now being brought back with memories of people mentioning this, yes. That it is Isekai Pokemon. I am now remembering this being a thing that happened. Like, that I've heard before. Sooner or later, I fell for her. Sounds like you two have quite the history already. Huh? Wait a sec. What's wrong? That guy. I knew I've seen him before. It's that motherfucker. Kiryu, that's Tsukushima. What? The man who was talking to Mama at the counter. He's the one who shot Kisuke. Are you sure about this? I knew it was him. 100%. He might look a little different than he used to, but I'll never forget those eyes. That's why he had the glasses on. Why would he be at Serena then? You don't think... Oh, fuck. Run! Run! Is he really the same person who murdered Mama's husband? If so, I can't just leave them alone at Serena. Run! Run! Get there right now. He was waiting for all of us to leave. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck, we're gonna repeat what happened before. She's gonna be held hostage. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Fuck me. Fuck. Where is she? Uncle Kaz, a man just came in here and took Mama away. Jesus Christ. We can't leave Haruka anywhere without freaking... Ah! God damn it. What? Are you sure? Yeah, and Dante-san went after him. Oh, fuck. Literally just waiting for us to leave. Haruka, stay right here until I come back, okay? Okay, don't hurt yourself, Uncle Kaz. I'll try not to. I think it's the first time I've gotten to use this door this entire game. Not that that's important. Time to go down the magical... Oh, how did I know? How did I know? It's almost like Yakuza's melodramatic as shit or something. Well, Haruka, you're actually safe. That's impressive. Wait, Haruka, you mean to tell me someone came in here with a gun and didn't kidnap you? Haruka, what's going on? I know this is not the crisis you came to Kamura should have solved, but still. Please don't die doing this. Tsukushima, get your filthy hands off Mama. Help! So you finally remembered, eh? You have any idea how hard it was to track your retired ass down? Let her go. I really was surprised, you know. I go looking for the bar where you hang out, and who do I find? The same woman I took hostage all those years ago. Yeah. So I figured I'd have some fun with the girl that got away while we settled our score. Tate-san, I'll draw his attention. You finished the job. Stay right where you are. I've got a couple friends I'd like you to meet. Oh, of course I have to fight some jobbers. Boys, take care of these two. Just make sure you leave Date alive. I want to save his final moments in agony. What do you plan to do with Mama? Ah, that's right. What's to do with the lady? Oh, I have a thought. Why don't I be a gentleman and take her somewhere special? I guarantee it'll bring back memories. Oh, he's just gonna take you to the place where hell. Oh, fuck you. So long, Date. We'll be waiting. That is, if you make it out in one piece. Date-san, you go after Tsukushima and I'll clean up here. Good looking out, Kiryu. Alright, not playing around. You don't want to get hurt, this is your last chance to back down. Yeah, Kiryu's not fucking around in this case. Kiryu often doesn't fuck around, but he's he's especially not fucking around. We have to take care of some random jobbers while the rest of this is going. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Oh, well in that case, that's the wrong weapon. I need this thing. Damn it. There we go. Oh, god damn it. I fucked it up again. Everyone seems a pretty lax turd for this. There are some people just hanging out, you know, it's fine. Okay, ready? Split. Triangle. There we go. There we go. Actually got all 4 off. There we are. No, wrong one. Get on the ground, bitch. Oh! God. The one thing about that hammer heat move that I don't get, which I guess if it's designed to like break several ribs across the rib cage, it makes sense. He hits it on the wide part, not on the flat part. Which I guess if the idea is to hit both sides of the ribs at once, it makes sense. And he just drops it like that. But it's just weird to see it slam down like that. AKA, go watch my Monster Hunter videos and see me complain about the hunting horn for the exact same reason. Punks went down easier than swatting flies. Now to go help Date-san. Swatting flies with a giant fucking hammer that can control gravity, you mean? I'm just now realizing, the Dragon Hammer is literally the fucking grav hammer from Halo. Speaking of, how's Halo Infinite? I heard the multiplayer came out for that, and it's also free? I wonder if I should play that. I played so much fucking Halo 1 for PC back in high school, and I have very little other experience with Halo. I played Halo 3, but like, I was experiencing glitches where my aimer was always at the very bottom of the screen, so I gave up and stopped playing it. And I also own Halo Wars, which I have a steelbook for Halo Wars. I don't even know how I fucking got it, but I have Halo Wars? Date-san, what happened? Are you hurt? Damn it. The bastard slipped away from me. And he still got Mama with him. Slipped away? You got to the end of the alleyway. You mentioned going somewhere that would bring back memories. Could that be? Multiplayer is free, but has a lot of microtransactions on how good it is. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, here's the question that'll determine whether I even bother booting it up or not. Does it have a battle pass? Because if the answer is yes, then I'm not playing it. I would play more Pokemon Unite if it didn't have a battle pass. But that feeling that you have to play the game every day or most days means that if I miss a couple days, I'll never return to it. That's what happened with Pokemon Unite. I'll still go back every now and then to just, like, fuck around in it. But, like, I can't stick with Pokemon Unite because I'll always just feel like I am not doing enough to keep up the Battle Pass. And that's what Battle Passes are going to be for everything. I desperately fucking hope that when Nintendo releases Splatoon 3 that it doesn't have a Battle Pass. I'm fucking terrified of that aspect. But I hope it doesn't happen. Looks like yes? Cool, sick. I don't have to worry about Halo Infinite. Yeah, probably where he's shot Kisuke. Where did it happen? I'll go get Mama back. Don't be stupid, Kiryu. This is my problem, so I need to be the one to solve it. You shouldn't get involved. Oh! How the turns table. How the turns table. Date-san. Sorry, Kiryu. But I need to take care of this one alone. If I don't, I'll never have peace of mind. Not about Kisuke, and not about the woman I love. Date-san. Don't get yourself killed. Said Kiryu. Said Kiryu. I'm worried. I'm still gonna help. I'm not going to self-reflect on this moment in any capacity. Where could they be? Well, if it's an alleyway, I'm just gonna go to the nearest one. I need y'all to fuck off. This Date said to be super Roman and Kiryu turn out to have to go and bail him out. Kiryu's time, it's Date's time to have a death wish and just refuse help. FF14's PvP drink. Has a battle pass, but they're currently making it so the currency carries over between passes and can be used to buy pass rewards. That sounds less like a battle pass and more just get experience to unlock things. The thing that I don't like about battle passes is the time restrictions. Like, even, like, Ninjala, right? I was excited to play Ninjala, and then I saw its battle pass, and, like, that's a game where you get the full battle pass for free, but I still don't want to stick with, but I'm just like, no, I'm not going to. And then, like, I did Pokemon Unite, and I did Pokemon Unite enough to complete the first battle pass, because you got a Cinderace pirate costume, which I still don't think I've done in a video for. I should do a video specifically about that at the very least. But, like, I stuck with it enough for that, because I specifically wanted, I'm just like, look, if I ever come back, I'm going to want Cinderace as a pirate. I know this, I'll stick it out for that. And then I, like, dropped it like a hammer after that, because I'm just like, I'm not getting involved in the others. The thing that I don't like about Battle Pass systems is the time restrictions. That's what I don't like. It's like, during a specific season, you can play and fill out the pass and get rewards for just for playing. Or if you miss a season, or don't finish the pass for a season, you can still buy the rewards with the PvP currency later. Okay. Okay. Because again, the thing that I don't like about battle passes is the time-limited restrictions and the feel like you have to return every day to play. Because in that, there's a whole thing that you can look into. Like, there's people who have researched this shit about extrinsic and intrinsic rewards. And, like, intrinsic is the personal reward you feel for doing something. Like, just how you personally feel about it. Like, playing a video game and feeling good about it because it's fun to play and stuff like that. And extrinsic rewards, which is the rewards that you get for doing something, like money, for example, and stuff like that. And I very much noticed that battle passes... Kiryu will answer the phone if you don't answer it for long enough. So I want to get this point out, otherwise I'll forget it by the time I do all of this. And, like, so extrinsic rewards is doing something, and the reward is something external that you get for it. Not anything about personal things, it's a physical reward. No, it doesn't have to strictly be monetary and stuff like that for doing something, right? And there's, like, a lot of research that says that you enjoy something less once you start getting extrinsic rewards for it, even if you started doing it for intrinsic rewards. It's a big part of the reason that I'm happy if doing all this streaming doesn't become my job. If the opportunity came up, I'd do it, because it would still be a better job than, like, working retail. But I'm happy if this doesn't become a job, because I know if streaming and YouTube and everything like that became a job, the extrinsic reward factor for it and having to worry about that would mean I would enjoy it less than I do it right now. So I've been like that. There is a balancing act of, like, how far you can go while still getting the intrinsic reward. And, like, some games, the rewards you get for playing it or the stuff that you get for doing it is enough. Like, I think for multiplayer games, there needs to be some level of, like, extrinsic reward, as in goodies you get for completing things. Otherwise, it's only the die-hard people who will play it forever for the intrinsic reward. But I think battle passes push way too far in the extrinsic reward, where I feel like the only reason that I'm playing the game is for the extrinsic reward of completing the thing in the time limit. So it turns it into a chore that I'm just doing to get the thing, and all the intrinsic reward is lost. Whereas, but again, if a game has no extrinsic reward, then it's only the diehards who are going to play it forever. You can see that with fighting games and stuff like that. The, like, diehard fighting game players will play it forever because they love playing it forever. And the casuals will drop off whenever, like, that balance of intrinsic and extrinsic reward levels out, so they're not getting any, as much as what they used to out of the game. Which is for me and stuff like that. Like Splatoon 2, for example, has good extrinsic rewards. You play it, you get coins to buy new weapons, you level up, you unlock new weapons, you get, like, you level up your gear, which you can use to, like, roll abilities, so you can get abilities and stuff like that. That has enough extrinsic rewards tied to playing the game that it gives you, like, a little bit of a reason and goals to aim towards and stuff like that, while not making everything feel like it's only dedicated towards the extrinsic rewards, where I feel like battle passes are, it's only about the extrinsic rewards, and I'll get bored of something if there's no longer an intrinsic reward. And intrinsic rewards will be removed when you add, like, extrinsic rewards. Like, that is a linear, like, that is a linear leveling, at the very least for me. Every time you add something that's extrinsic, I will lose intrinsic feeling for it. And that's guaranteed for me, for at least very much like me. At least for someone like me. Apparently the Infinity Battle Passes don't expire, and you can always go back to finish old ones off. Mainly in response to how bad it was before. That is way more interesting to me then. Never mind, I might be interested in Halo Infinite. Depends how the microtransactions are. But if battle passes are just forever infinite, then that's totally fine. Because then that removes the pressure to do it in a certain time limit, and I can do it at my own pace. Which then brings that balance down for extrinsic rewards of they're fun little goodies that I get while playing the thing that I like, rather than I have to play this, so I have to get this. Again, like that basically comes down to like, that's just playing a game and getting rewards for it. That's just like leveling up systems in all the fucking multiplayer games. I think for me, when I talk about not liking battle passes, it's explicitly the time limit. Like, if it doesn't have a time limit, then to me it's not a battle pass. It's a leveling system that is like in old multiplayer games where you level up and you get stuff for it. Which again, is I think a good balance for it. People seem pretty happy with the PvP revamp, because PvP has very much been disliked by majority of the player base for the very reasons you've stated. Very limited time rewards, and in some cases player limited rewards, where only top 100 players got the reward. Oh, I also hate that, but that's more so because I'm bad at video games. Which incentivizes people to actually participate. But ever since the revamps were around, people seem like they're actually interested in trying it out. Look, part of the reason why I'm excited, like, I don't play MMOs, and I'll be honest, like, MMO gameplay combat is not something that from an outsider perspective is super interesting to me. I mean, I've never gone in depth to it. Maybe I'll fucking love the combat in 14 and stuff like that. Maybe I will. But a big part of the reason why I'm excited to play 14 is just because I've never heard of a game that goes so out of its way to listen to player feedback and improve the game based on that. I've never heard of a game go anywhere near as far with that as 14. So it really does sound like 14 is just becoming a more and more refined experience for what the players actively want. And that's a big part of the reason why I'm excited to play it. Because it's just getting to the point where 14 is designed so much around what people want from it that it will probably be a fun experience no matter what. Anyway, Wakazo, hey buddy. Kiryu-san, you gotta come quick. What happened? I saw Dade-san follow a guy and Serena Mama into some shady building. And then a big group of thugs went in right after. Oh, fuck. I got a bad feeling about this. Which building? Where? The one on Nakamichi Alley. Damn. Dade-san told me to stay out of this, but it's too dangerous for him for him to do this by himself. Why? What's going on? There's no time to explain. If you want to find out, you'll have to come along. Fucking run! Nakamichi Alley! I know we've been there before, but I forget which one it is. It's one of these ones. It's the one that Ibisu pawns on. What's the name of the street that's here? Oh, that's also Nakamichi. They're all... Are they... I feel like we're running through the same issue again. They're all... The entire thing is Nakamichi Alley. Literally... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sorry, Wakazo, you said something about being quick? Sorry, I got distracted talking about battle passes for like 10, 20 minutes. Look, if I'm not talking about food, I'm talking about video... At least that's video game related. It just has nothing to do with Yakuza. I don't even feel like me going on the long-winded tangents about being distracted talking about unrelated stuff. I don't even feel like that's explicitly because I'm a streamer now. I did that shit before. I remember explicitly, there's an episode of Banjo-Kazooie, which I also do need to go back and finish. There's a fucking episode of Banjo-Kazooie. Wait, is this the wrong spot? Marshall, nothing wasn't kidnapping. I went into the wrong building, didn't I? Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm confused. Oh, there's the alley in this alley over here. Sorry. Yeah, no, there's an episode... Oh, we've been in this building before, I think. There's an episode of Banjo-Kazooie where I'm in, like, the haunted level, and I think I spent, like, 15 minutes talking about cigarette packaging laws in Australia. I don't even think I'm exaggerating. I think it was, like, literally 15 minutes of me talking about that shit. This is not because I'm a streamer and I have people to talk about this shit with before. I've just always been like this. I always have 1,000,001 thoughts going in my brain at once. So the moment that anything can pluck one of those out, oops, it all becomes verbal vomit. This looks like the spot. Hang in there, Date-san. Look, if the game's gonna ruin the pacing by adding this much side content right before we fight Mine, I'm going to ruin the pacing by constantly complaining about shit that has nothing to do with any of this before that. Okay. So, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, I can see he's holding her there and the thing's behind her. It's not an alleyway, it was the roof of this building. Is this the same roof that Reina died on? No, this is where we fought Lao Kao Long. This is where we fought Lao Kao Long. Sorry, no. Was it on top of Serena that Shinji and Reina were? And we fought Arase? Was that on top of Serena itself? I don't remember what building that was on top of. Donna, you want to talk about Chinese cigarette packaging laws real quick? I don't want to get into it again. I don't want to get into it again. You should have seen this coming, but you just had to play the hero, didn't you? Enough. You're here to settle the score with me, right? So leave her out of this. I see a Park Boulevard. Oh. There's some random building. Okay. Okay. There's so many things that I'm getting confused between. Look, there's been a number of rooftops. There was also a rooftop where Majima fought Kashiwagi, but I think that was just the roof of the old Kazuma office. It's like our fight place and not just a reused asset. No, it is, because I recognize the caged wall that we have around it from the fucking 3 million times that we fought Lao Kao Long in the virtual reality place. What, you got a thing for it, Date? I knew it from the moment you walked into that bar. Damn you! So you resort to taking hostages and running like a coward. People like you make me sick. Kiryu! Why don't you let me help whenever you run in on a lone mission to go die? Fucking let me help you with Mine then, goddammit, if you're gonna come here. Fair's fair, buddy. Sorry, but I couldn't just leave you hanging. Subtly implying that Date does leave Kiryu hanging in this exact same situation in reverse. Still can't do anything by yourself, can you? Come on, Date, let's dance. The rest of you take out that fool over there. You'll regret this. Sorry, I couldn't afford a helicopter. Well, he's not on the Force anymore, so I don't know if he gets one. Because I'm pretty sure the last times he was just with the Force, so he just used theirs. Alright, ruffians. They're still ruffians. Is Date actually around? Date's just down the floor. Aren't you meant to be fighting Tsukishima? Or whatever his name is. I might be thinking of the dude who was like, whose whole reason was he's a joke and fuck this guy, he's a loser in Yakuza 2. I love that. Like, they build up this character of just like, oh, he's smuggling guns and he's being this manipulative schemer from the background. And literally it just reveals the entire point of that character is, no, he's a joke and he gets taken out like a bitch and you don't even fight him. It's so funny. It's so funny. This Yakuza once again making its statement that schemers and manipulators are fucking scumbags. But if you're gonna do evil shit, the bare minimum you can do is at least put your own fucking life on the line and do it with your own goddamn strength to do it. For Kiryu, because they're switching roles. Ah, Kiryu bringing in a helicopter. True, true, true. I forgot that I had this. Forgot that I had this sick heat move. Yeah, let's go. Whee! God, I wish so badly that Hell's Gauntlet had the pacing of this heat move. God, I wish so badly that Hell's Gauntlet looked like that. Fuck me. I so badly wish that it did. You know, I was wondering how long all this side content would take. And I'm just like, I know there's a lot of it, but surely it won't actually take that long. And then I got distracted talking about battle passes, and now it's actually going to take 5 hours to do all this. Oh shit, it's cutscene time.
Date! 何してる? 話せ! 動くな! 本気だぜ. 皮肉だな。全く同じ状況だ。しかも今回は相手があの警官の上司と来てる。あん時は俺もミスったが、今回は間違わねえ。順番つけてきっちりぶっ殺す。まあ、一番目は月島。俺はあの警官とは違う。何？聞いてくれ、ママ。 死んだ男のことを悪く言うのは嫌だが、圭介は間違ってる。本当に大事なものがあるのなら、全てのことから逃げずに戦って戦い抜いて守るべきだ。でないと戦った本人も残された者もみんなが後悔をする。
伊達さん、
俺はあんたを大切に思ってる。大切なものは自分の手で必ず守ってみせ
in
る。
this speech about love right before we're about to see a bullet.
それが俺の誇りだ。そしてこれが俺の答えだ。黙れ、伊達。
Oh shit, he did take the bullet. Oh, but you got hit way worse.
ママ。
伊達さん。
Let me help you out with my good arm. Settle this like men. I want to speak ill of the dead, but your ex-husband was a little bitch. I mean, he's basically saying that. He's just like, your husband was a bitch because he was too much of a pussy to kill someone. Damn, Date. I know you're a journalist right now, but you can't get that cop part out of you, can ya? Look, I'm absolutely in no capacity going to take a pro-cop stance on literally fucking anything. But I would agree in this situation, if the best solution that you have is to shoot the cunt, then shoot the cunt. Just, you know, the people who are put in the situation to make that choice are cops, and I would never trust a cop to make that decision because they would not consider alternatives before that was their option. Too complicated for what the melodrama of what this particular sub-story is meant to be. Date-san, I know I'm not Kisuke, and I know I'm not right for you either. I'll stop going to the bar. I can see that I'm only causing you more pain. Hey. And besides, I'm proud to have been on the force. Might be the only thing Kisuke and I have, and me have in common. I'm willing to kill. Have we seen Date shoot someone before? Was it Date that shot the, Kazuki imposter, or was that Sayama? I forget which one did that. But I'm trying to think, have we actually seen Date kill someone before? Like, it's not that shocking that, like, people who aren't Kiryu in this game kill people. Even the good guys. That's not surprising. Because, you know, Kiryu's the one who doesn't. That makes him the exception. Like, Daigo's willing to shoot a bitch if he needs to. Date is as well. But yeah. I mean, even Tachibana, I'm pretty sure was, like, confirmed. Yeah, no, he killed people. It's literally just Kiryu. Date-san, you don't have to try and be like Kisuke to get closer to me. Or go out of your way to be different than him. Mum, all I need is some time to process everything. And I promise I'll really think about it. About you and me. Aww. That was Simon. I think closest has been Date giving Kiryu a gun in one or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was. I mean, yeah, Sayama's like literally what, like all the Yakuza huntress or something like that. You know, until they turn her entire character into crying over men being men. God, I have so many problems with Sayama's characterization of literally everything in Yakuza 2. God damn it. Fucking Christ, that game. But yeah, that is accurate, yeah. Yeah, because there is like the helicopter shooting sequence on the highway where Kiryu shoots rubber bullets at those helicopters that then have rubber explosions. So, no one died in that, so obviously, so I guess we can't count that as Date killing people. But also, well, I don't know, because, like, you have the whole thing, and I don't think Date's, like, explicitly against needing to take someone's life if he needs to. I mean, he literally did just do that. But, his name, who I'm now forgetting, arsehole cop from Kiwami 2, was Sayama's dad. Like, part of what he found disgusting about him was him just executing people. But also, he would literally just rock up to somewhere, see people, and go, oh, you're Jingmyeon, bang, bang, and literally nothing else. So, that's also a very different scenario. I'd say that went pretty well. At least she doesn't despise you. And you know, everyone's alive. You stay out of this. And besides, what gives you the gumption to eavesdrop on a man's private conversation? I've got it, Date-san. 9 years of love and revenge. Former detective saves the life of a local beauty. Now, is that not front page material or what? Wakazo, fuck off. Wakazo, fuck off.
Nani?
So it's garbage material. Turning my personal life into a half-assed attempt at an article? Yada yada doa. Besides, who invited you here anyway? Why are you flapping your gums like you even know the half of it? I was about to say Kiryu invited him, but no, Wakazo was the one who called us. Well, it was obvious something was up with you, so I simply followed along. We journalists are always on the lookout for the latest and greatest. You should know that by now. We're always looking on to eavesdrop on people and interfere with their personal lives for a scoop. You know, journalism.
Oi.
Hey, Kiryu, you didn't spill the beans to this schmuck, did you? Who knows? Oh no, Wakazo called us and then we said, come over to this building if you want to know more. We did say that, never mind. I forgot what that conversation was because I was too busy talking about battle passes. Dade-san, aren't you a journalist yourself? It's fine that you're proud to have been a detective, but show some spirit for your current job too. You'll be a much happier person. Great, now I'm being lectured by this character. You know what? I'm done. It's time to go drinking. You guys coming or what? Fuck it, I'm not dealing with you anymore. I'm getting drunk to put up with you dickheads. Correct response, Date. Correct response. Anyway, we're at Kamara Sorry. We're at Kamara Castle, so I might as well come here. I know we have another sub-story to do before this, but with this. All this to get unbanned from a bar. The efforts people will go to drink at their favorite hole. Hole is in the bar, not as in mama. Get your mind out of the gutter. Jesus. That's not the dude. That's not Ibuki. You're Ibuki. Hey, buddy. I'd like to view requests. How many have we got? Shinzaki, the Grim Reaper's blade. Unknown. We know nothing about him. Sick. Your target hitman is Shinzaki, the Grim Reaper's blade. Stories say Shinzaki was in a league of his own, till one day he suddenly disappeared. It has only recently come to light that he's joined the Reapers. This information was provided by Yasen, a fellow hitman who was apprehended in Okinawa. Those who knew him when he was in his prime say they always heard the sound of a guitar coming from his room. Don't. No. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. No. I'm gonna hold off on that for a bit. I'm gonna go do the murder at Cafe Alps. I'm gonna go do that first, and then we'll do this. I'm pissed. I'm pissed! I'm noticing today, I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's like this most days, but I feel like I'm just extra self-conscious about it. Because of my lighting setup, I don't know, I've been watching like more streams lately, because just, I've got nothing to watch on YouTube, and just while I'm working on stuff, I was just like, oh, cool, someone's streaming. Because it's 4 in the morning for them, and they're still streaming. Sick. So I've been watching other streamers, and because my lighting setup isn't as good, because I physically don't have the room for it, I only have one light source coming from directly in front of me, and this makes me realize how fucking shiny I always am on camera. And I'm just extra self-conscious about it today. Just like, I lean like this, and my entire forehead is nothing but shine. I mean, it is also like perpetually, at least slightly damp, because it's really fucking hot and humid in here. I'm wondering if like I could powder my face with some form of makeup to make my face not be like reflective during stream, so I could look slightly better on camera. Because like, I'm fine with my lighting setup, I can't improve it. I physically don't have the room in this room to improve what the lights are like in here. I don't have space. I only have space for this one, and it is like already in a really awkward fucking position. So I can't make my lighting better. But I'm wondering if I can make my skin better by just powdering it so I'm not constantly wet, so I'm not reflective. And then or I can move my hand and just completely fuck up the focus. Thank you.